Lines have always been blurred at any level of racing. In this video, we're going to examine Hdzero and see if it's an unfair advantage. Today, we will answer the question, is Hdzero cheating? Before we go too far and explain how unfair Hdzero can be, let's understand what is Hdzero. It's a low latency digital video system, glass to glass, giving you 14.1 milliseconds in latency. Not only does it have low latency, but comparing it to other alternatives like analog, DJI, walk, snail, it absolutely blows them out of the water. Hdzero gives the ability to the pilot to see in 90 Hz, giving the most competitive edge to them. At first glance, considering these specs, both DJI and Walksnail might look better than Hdzero. However, when you take into account the variable latency of both, you'll quickly realize it isn't as good as it initially seems. Back to the video. Now here's a comparison between Hdzero and analog. As you can immediately see, the clarity on Hdzero is insane. When using this section on the track, you can see that analog falls short. It's impressive that Red Sky was even able to get 4th place in sport class using this. Now let's see where the question, is Hdzero cheating, comes from. The popular racing league DCL goes as far to frame cap the sim. This allows people with budget computers to compete with those that have $2,000 setup on a level playing field. While hearing this might sound nice, let's see what the difference is. The difference between 240 Hz and 60 Hz is insane. This is why DCL went as far to frame cap the entire sim. Now that we have seen how unfair not only the clarity of Hdzero is, but also 90 Hz being unfair, let's go ahead and hear from one of the pilots that got 4th place at multi-GP champs how unfair Hdzero is.
The top 4 at multi-GP champs, I'm telling you at home, if you're not racing Hdzero, you might as well not race.
You guys can save 5% using my link or code. Go ahead and check out Wrecked. Not only will you guys save some money, but it also helps me out. So it's confirmed, Hdzero is cheating. Well, not really. If we take a look at innovation throughout the hobby, we can quickly realize Hdzero has just become the standard for the hobby. This has allowed pilots to push further past their previous limits, which made it hard to go fast. This is why we shouldn't accuse Hdzero of cheating or being pay to win. Anyone who wants to be faster, greater, now has an easier path to achieve their goals. Now this poll you're seeing right here shows the racing landscape. This will show you how many pilots were using Hdzero. The reason the Hdzero section on this poll is so large is because of the sheer advantage Hdzero gives to anyone competing. This poll is also from the multi-GP championship, where the best of the best come to throw down with one another. Now does this mean you need Hdzero in order to race? No, not at all. However, when you take a second and recognize that typically if you start with analog and then want to switch over to Hdzero, you'll end up costing yourself more money than just starting with Hdzero. The reason it doesn't make sense to begin with anything other than Hdzero is because Hdzero can do both analog and Hdzero, of course. This is why so many people are using Hdzero. It truly is the best option for beginners and both pros to use. It's both budget friendly, accessible, and at most events you'll go to, many will have spares in case you do need a helping hand. So what does any of this mean for you? The point of this video was to give some much needed attention to Hdzero. Over the past year, I've heard Hdzero is cheating or Hdzero has made drone racing pay to win so many times. However, this doesn't acknowledge the innovation that has to take place for Hdzero to take over all of the hobby. Hdzero changed the FPV landscape by bringing 90 Hz with low latency on a digital platform. When you combine these things, you'll have the best video system. However, at the end of the day, the choice is yours for what you choose to use. I hope you guys enjoyed this video format. See you guys later. Bye.